Hello. Thanks for your interest in Myclinicalwriter.ai. I'm Dr. William July. I am a psychologist and an avid enthusiast of Myclinicalwriter.ai. Not because I'm one of the developers, but because it's an incredible tool that really saves me time and fatigue. It reduces my level of fatigue. This is a quick start. I'm gonna give you a quick start menu here that you can kind of take and kind of play around with the tool. And we are happy to actually sit down with you by video and show you how to customize the tool. We can do that in a short phone call with you, or we can actually set up a Zoom session and really dig in and customize this tool specifically for what you do, whether it's progress notes that you need help reducing time and fatigue on, or whether it's actual evaluations that you need to want to have a second brain to kind of increase your efficiency. It doesn't replace what you're doing. It is simply like having a customized assistant that knows exactly how you want things laid out. And then that assistant gives you an incredibly accurate first draft that you can then edit, change however you need. But let me show you a little bit about the tool, and then you can take your time and kind of play around with it and let us also customize it for you. I'm going to go up here to Smart Dictate, and then there's Smart Text, and there's Smart Query. Those are the three functions. Smart Dictate allows you to dictate notes to the app, or you can allow the app to listen to your session. So you can actually have the app listening to your session. It will extract the main key points. We call them key points, and it will create a draft of that session that you had or that interview that you've had. You can then take that and you'll plug it into the smart text. And after that, you will have uh, your first draft output. Smart text, we'll go over to that one. Smart text, which is my personal favorite. It doesn't listen to your session. This one does not listen to your session. Instead, it allows you to directly type in raw notes, or you can upload notes from a Word document that you have. I think because of my training and my experience over the years, I'm accustomed to taking notes while I'm on the computer during an interview with someone when I'm doing a psychological evaluation. So I prefer using this method. I'll take my notes on the computer and then I will upload those notes right into one of the templates. So you can click on a template and you can bring down the template. These are templates that I've designed for myself. I have a comment composer, a generic template, general interview. I have a SOAP note. I don't do much therapy, but I do have a SOAP note there. Therapy progress notes for the cases that I do have. Quick symptom summary. I use that when I'm doing, created that one. So when I'm doing a consultation, I'll have something for that. And you'll notice that I have several iterations of some of the templates, and you can create as many templates as you want. Those templates will go in. You'll click and select the template. Then you'll upload those notes. Those notes that you just made in Smart Dictate, you would upload the notes here, or you could choose a file and click that file and upload the notes. Simple. You click submit, and when you click submit, the final is going to come out down at the bottom. And you'll notice all of those previous reports I had there. Those are previous reports that I've done. All the information is de-identified there. You can also delete those if you don't want that showing anymore and just take it off of the screen. And let me go into Smart Query. Smart Query is a great little tool. It does two things. One is you'll see it can summarize information into a paragraph. Let me give you an example. For example, you can use it to quickly compose like a concise summary of say some MMPI-3 test data, and you want to chop it down into a paragraph. You can put in your raw information, your descriptions. You can dictate that or type it in, and then Smart Text will compress that into a concise paragraph for you. Very useful, I find, for some parts, for some sections on tests that I'm writing results for. and also for evaluations that I'm doing. There's another section to Smart Query, which is answer my questions. Let's say this works, for example, you wanted to remind yourself of what the specifiers for major depressive disorder are. So you could actually dictate that, or you could just say, what are the specifiers for major depressive disorder? And then click submit, and it's going to give you that answer below down here. The other thing about this feature is you can also, and with all of the features, Smart Dictate, Smart Text, Smart Query, you can give it specific commands to do certain things. And if you give it those commands, it's going to detail it. For example, with this, and you see here, it gives me a nice little summary of the diagnostic criteria for major depressive disorder. And it goes on and talks about the various specifiers. All of it's there. I could just as easily go back and run that same uh, process. I could go back and run the same thing, and this time I could ask it to give me references. I could say, okay, well, give me the specifiers of major depressive disorder, but I want references, and it'll give me the references. So you have some very, very powerful tools here. You have three powerful tools: Smart Dictate, where you can record your interview and create clinical reports that way, and progress notes. You have Smart Text, where you can create clinical reports from your interview notes, or you can directly type them in, which is what I like to do, and then choose a template. And then I save the notes and everything as well. And then you have Smart Query, where you can ask questions or summarize a text. Give it a try. Give it a try. When you start to play around with it, you get comfortable with it. It's at first it's kind of a little awkward and it's kind of a little strange to do things this way. But then you really, when you start cutting your time in half by 50%, and your brain isn't drained at the end of the day, you start seeing the value of this kind of tool. And I really would love to invite you to let us show you how to use it. Let us actually sit in with you on by video or by phone and walk you through it. Let us know if you have questions, and we're here to help. Glad this thing is out there for you. You take care.